Yep.
And then just talking to the top of it.
Just talking right here, just like this.
Just like that.
I did it.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah, I think I figured it out. I think I got it figured out.
2 podcasts in a row. No, I was saying I don't care about the aesthetic, and it's worked out.
Yeah,
It
has.
out.
It has.
It used to be in my mom's garage. Now it's.
I remember that. Yeah, that was sick. No, this place is like got an aesthetic on its own though. I feel like, I mean, the first thing I said when I walked in here was like, "Where's the bag of cash?"
Mm-hmm.
And you have a bag of cash.
You've been here, yeah.
Which is so ridiculous.
Yeah, I counted it the other day. It's way more money than. Actually, it's not a lot of money. There's about $25 in there.
Yeah, there's no money.
It is way more than it should be.
There was a lot of cash in that thing. I was like, I cannot believe it. Like, this is so spot on with this place.
Do you want to know how like my mindset is too? Is I have the big bills on the inside and the singles on the outside. And my girl was like, "You need to deposit it." And I was like, "Well, at least I have the singles on the outside." She's like, "It barely fits in that Ziploc bag. Do you think anyone's gonna be like, oh, it's just ones, and then leave? Even if that was just a stack of ones, it's like several $100.
Yeah. It's at least $200 of ones. That's like such a great night at Silk.
I think Brandon's trying to fuck with us right now.
Oh yeah. He found out that I was here and he's pissed.
Go ahead, say what you want to say.
Our podcast to go to your podcast.
B, I was right in the middle of this. I was right in the middle of it.
And honestly, I don't know how I feel about that he doesn't care about our success, and he's just like, you know what? I'm going to the Selena Gomez podcast.
That's going to be a great clip for the podcast, buddy. Thanks. You're not making it any better for yourself.
Dude, I already had to reschedule. I felt bad, like, moving it back more. Couldn't do it on Fridays.
We're going to have a 10-minute episode because Jack's like, I got to go to the...
That's so not true. If you would have recorded all of it.
Well, we're going to have about an hour, so...
Ask him what happened to the recording.
I hoped you were in the middle of it when I called.
Oh, you are. We're 2 minutes and 34 seconds in, and you're a good minute.
Perfect. Right at the beginning. Nice intro for you.
Yeah.
There you go. I'll tag you in this.
Yeah, no, you broke it, and Fat Chance has some beef.
We will. Hopefully yours went pretty good, too.
I almost threw up.
Yeah.
See you, buddy.
Did you shotgun? That was perfect.
Yeah, that was great. That was such a perfect time for it. No, I came into this fully ready to just fucking talk so much shit where it'd be 45 minutes of unusable footage.
Of this one?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Because Brandon was like, dude, I'm so pissed right now. I was like, should I just talk shit the whole time? That's why I wore the sunglasses. That's why I'm wearing the sunglasses. Because I can't look you in the eyes when I'm doing it. I feel too bad. You were so nice that I was late. You're drinking my warm Bud Lights like they're nice.
Yeah, honestly, I think the ones I put in the fridge would be the same temperature. We could try it out.
We'll try it out. We'll test it.
We'll go to the fridge beers after
We'll test it. But, I was like, we're trying to figure out some beef we're going to start, and I think Brandon just did it. I think he just did it. So...
I think the beef is between you two, not with me.
Yeah, I think we're fighting. He was not happy with me. I was like, I already rescheduled. I gotta go. I'm sorry. But if he would have recorded, if his camera didn't die, if he didn't have like a 30-minute timer on his camera.
If I'm being honest with you, I completely forgot we were doing this today until you texted me.
Oh,
like, are we still on? I was like, oh shit, I forgot I said Tuesday.
Huh? I'm here.
It worked out. I was like, honestly, I'm glad because work is booty cheeks right now.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh my god, we have new owners and it's.
Just
honestly, they might actually look this up, so I love them. I need a raise, but
give him a raise.
Yeah, I understand people with like shitty jobs now.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I want a beer.
Oh, dude.
At like 2:00 in the afternoon, it's a Tuesday. I'm like, I need a beer right now. I was like, oh fuck.
When I go home for lunch, I take my dog out. I have always like a 6-pack in the fridge. Every time I open the fridge to make lunch, that beer looks so promising.
So enticing. You're like, you know what? I could just start drinking right now. You know what? This is work is texting me. Like that's
bananas.
Yeah. It's one of my trainers. Also, all the phone calls go right to my phone now. Everything that goes to the gym goes right to my phone. I got one at like 5:00 in the morning the other day. I was like,
wheeling and dealing over there.
I was like, fuck, what?
You're wheeling and dealing over there.
I know. I need it. I need 2 phones.
You're a company man now.
I'm a corporate fuck now.
Yeah.
I hate it. They would be like, hey, you get sales bonuses now.
Do you?
Yeah. But
what can you sell? Is it sell memberships or sell
the way
training?
or training. They're like the way they were describing it, it's like in my head, all I heard is, if you're a good little boy, you can have a piece of candy when you get home.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, fuck that.
Yeah. I'm in kind of the same boat with my because I just got a new job this summer, and I like it. It's like a good time. I'm like learning a lot, and it's like challenging. But with there's like a couple things here and there that just fucking grind my gears, and I just have to be like professional Jack. And the thing is like no one at that office knows what I'm actually like.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Cause
Yeah.
So it's like you like will never see the side of me, and like you talk to me about my weekend, and I have to be like, oh yeah, I was pretty chill. I like took the dog out, had diarrhea. Like that's like my highlight of the week. Is like, no, let me tell you, dude. I got blacked out at a Packer game and got cut off and kicked up because I called the bouncer a stinker. That's what happened to me.
I have that, although the people at the gym were starting to. I left for Madison once to go do comedy on state.
Yeah.
And instead of me just like dipping out, I showered there. I put on real clothes. I drove straight from there. And some of the regulars, I walked past them, they're like, you look different in non-workout clothes. And I was like, yeah, like, why are you like this right now? I was like, I'm going to Madison to perform. They're like, perform what?
Perform.
And like, I'm like, stand-up comedy? Like, shut the fuck up. Like, not in a million
no
years would we
way.
have guessed that. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. They're like, are you good? I go, I don't know. We're going to go find out right now.
Find out. I'll tell you at like 11:30 when I'm driving home and I'm trying not to run into a median. That's what's happening.
Oh, my.
Not running into a median because I'm like drunk, but running into a median because I'm sad with my set. That's what I mean.
My last time I went to Madison, my car broke down.
No
halfway
fucking
home,
way.
Yeah. It's just, I got the text from my dad today. It is finally done getting fixed. And they fixed it for free under warranty.
I remember you telling me that.
I got
Yeah.
a brand new engine.
Wow, what a hoodwink that was.
It was, I don't know how it happened. That, or for some reason, my dad's like, I'll just fork over the $6,000. Actually, I know my dad. Not a snowball's chance in hell he did that.
Well, that's sick. You got it under warranty? Perfect.
But yeah, I don't know how to go get it now. I might just leave the truck I've been using down there. I'm like, you can light this on fire.
It's in Madison?
No, it's in Racine.
Oh, okay.
Not terrible.
Yeah, but it's also like, hey, buddy, you want to drive me to the you want to drive me to the garage?
Yeah.
Pick up my car. It's like a tough ask. It's like asking
It's a
someone
nice
to bring you to the
30-minute
airport.
drive.
Yeah, it's like asking someone to bring you to the airport.
The
Or pick you
airport
up from the
for-
airport.
The airport, yeah. What's worse, taking someone to or picking them up?
Taking someone to, because picking up, most of the time they're visiting you. So most of the time you pick them up from the airport and bring them straight onto the party. But if you're dropping someone off, they always have shitty flight times. It's always like 5 a.m. Like,
Okay, then let's preface this. It's your roommate,
yeah.
and you're either dropping them off or picking them up, and they're not hanging out with you. They're not coming to visit you. It's just like, hey, I need someone to take me to the airport so I don't have a $30 Uber.
It depends on what time dropping them off is at. Because I can pick them up, and I'll be like, I'm picking you up at this time.
Yes. Pickup for me is always, I don't know, I feel like everyone at drop-off time, it's early, and so I'm like, you know what, I'll just start my day early.
It's always super early or it's super late.
Yeah, so you know what, like that's all on my night. I'll just take you to the airport, I'll go back.
Yeah.
And go to bed. Or, you know what, I'll just start my morning early. Pick up for some reason. It's like, dude, I get in at 11 today. I'm sorry, I just took like 2 vacation days. I get in at 11. Can you take off work for an hour to come get me and then take me home? Fuck no.
If they're hanging out with me, absolutely. And I'll take off and not go back to work from the pickup point.
Same. If I'm like, all right, my vacation starts now too once I get you from the airport.
Yeah.
Pickup is
But
usually
if you're
fun.
not hanging out with them, no.
No.
I'll bring you back.
I thought about was my roommate got back from Denver last night. And him and I both just won't text each other. Be like, hey, can you pick us up? We both would.
Right. But
Or
there's
like,
a respect there. There's a respect there.
It's like, you're probably, like, I know you're off work. I know you're at home. You could just, like, eat and then come get me. But, like, that's the last thing you want to do. You get off work, 10 hours, eat. You're sitting down. It's like, all right, now I got to get my car to the lot again. I got to drive 20 minutes. Oh, welcome to the world,
Jesus
dude.
Christ, that's bright as shit. That's so bright. Dude, I was, like, looking at myself. I was like, man, my like, shorts are riding up my crotch. I can't be doing that and have my sunglasses on.
That's how I got my first couple 100,000 views is my shorts being way too tight.
Really?
Yeah.
I had to
blur.
Look at these pink legs.
Dude, I had to blur. I like the gut that's hanging out too.
A little bit. Just let them know what's going on.
I had to blur out my nuts for
Bale's gotta go
clips.
somewhere.
On
You
TikTok.
actually had to blur out your nuts?
Dude, my shorts were so small. Like, I bought them smaller, just like 5-inch ones, but they were cheap, so they shrunk. And I was like, but if you wear them long enough, they like stretch out and then they're perfect again.
Yeah.
I put them on and I wasn't even thinking, and I was sitting like this, gray shorts. You saw it wasn't even just a bulge. You saw the outline, like you saw the testicles, the dick leaning to the left.
Ooh.
And
when you know which direction it's facing.
Yeah, and so I blurted out, and I had a spotted cow beer here, and I was like, I couldn't tell if I got views from all the comments were either beer, balls, or funny story, dude. And I was like, I think most of it's from the comments we got. Like, they would go to the YouTube version, like, we came here for the no blur, disappointed. I'm like, do you think I blurted out on TikTok?
On TikTok and not YouTube? Get out of here. It's behind a paywall. See me on OnlyFans. What do you do on OnlyFans?
What am I doing on OnlyFans?
Whatever you'd want to do. But everyone
then,
knows exponentially you would make more money if you...
Fucked.
Yeah.
No. I tried turning that into a bit. I couldn't do porn. My biggest fear of doing porn would be that someone would recognize me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and you're the...
And you can't do it.
I can't do it either.
Tattoos.
Yeah.
This is so specific
Yeah.
to like a certain group of people. This like
Or if they
weird
found
W.
it.
That if someone saw that,
Yep.
they'd be like, and even if I put just like a patch here, and people would be like, that's a weirdly specific patch. Those legs look kind of familiar.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what is I don't know if that says more about my friends that know my legs that well or the position of my tattoo, but I couldn't do it. No.
I don't think I could do it just specifically because I'm not able to perform under pressure.
Yeah.
I'm not my sex drive is pretty low as it is. It gets higher when like I avoid porn for a long time or when I like to work out more. But when I'm
working out's big for me.
Yeah, every time I get done working out, I have to jerk off immediately. Otherwise, I'm a rage monster, dude. Otherwise,
a little
I'm a rage
one-handed
monster.
cardio.
Dude, it's like, okay, I'm getting home. I'm going to shower. I have to do it right now. I have to do it right now. I can't because otherwise I'm just fucking.
I think I'm definitely hornier after I work out.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. I don't know if I need to jerk. If I jerked off every time I worked out, I would have been fired, though.
Well, you're not doing it at work. You're not doing it at work after you're done with the pump.
Oh, there goes Michael.
Yeah.
Took the paper towel into the bathroom.
Yeah. Where's the lotion, you psycho?
We run out of soap real quickly in that far bathroom. Speaking of which, I need to fill the soap in the bath. Now I just gotta like monitor weird shit. I'm like, oh, we used to have cleaners. Now it's just me.
You're a cleaner?
No, I don't know. The cleaner's supposed to show up Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it was Tuesday today, and no cleaner.
No cleaner?
And the other cleaner, I've seen him once or twice. So few times that in my time there, every time he comes up, he's like, "What's up, Michael?" I'm like, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
He goes, "It's Kyle, man." I go,
Perfect.
"I thought you were white."
Yeah.
And then he's like, I didn't say that, obviously. And the other time, I swear to God, it was a white guy. I'm like, I think there's just people being like, oh, I work here. You could easily do that. Be like, I got hired as a nighttime cleaner.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. I'm like,
cool.
First time he did it, it was just in the back room. And I thought he was trying to steal inventory. And I was like,
inventory does your gym have?
It would, like, protein shakes and all
right.
that shit. And I'm like, what are you doing back here, man? He goes, I'm just grabbing mops. I'm like, this is a weird guy trying to, like, steal shit.
Steal
like,
some mops.
And then he just started cleaning. I was like, oh, maybe like he's really buying into this
He's
lie.
he's
or
undercover.
He's like, yeah, the old owner was like, he just reduces my rate if I clean twice a week at nights for like 20 minutes. I'm like, okay. I mean, it's less than I got to do. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't take anything.
Huge. Absolutely.
It's nice. Do you think an ad, I was worried, do you think an ad will pop up?
No. It'll tell you when the ads are supposed to pop up.
I know, but do you think one will pop up on this video? Because this is video's playing right now. It's not paused.
Yeah, but if you pause it right now, it'll tell us when the ads are. No ads.
No ads.
Yeah, this thing does not. It's got 31 million views.
I saw that.
And no ads, though.
No
That's the thing,
ads.
they're not making any money off this.
31 million views.
Imagine how long it took to upload that.
24-hour video, yeah. I love like if I had a different setup where like I'd start looking up shit, I like to play the game on like Instagram, like, all right, how many followers does this account have? Like more or less than 10,000. Like bullseye dartboards.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about, like at bars?
Yeah.
How many followers do you think that account would have?
Oh, no way more than... It's probably got 60,000 followers.
It was like, in my head, I'm like, why would anyone follow a dartboard
It's got
account?
60,000.
It would, I think it was at like 52 or 25 or something. I'm like,
Because there's pro dart players.
I know, but like, Bullseye and Nike are two completely different things.
Yeah, but Nike has more than 52,000. Yeah.
True. Just a little, though.
Yeah.
Like 52 million.
Yeah. So, like, all those, like niche...
But what I was going to get at is, like, how many subscribers do you think that channel has?
Honestly, probably like 30.
I bet it's like 1,200.
Should we check? Do you mind dropping the quality?
We'll drop
Let's
the
find
quality.
out.
I don't care. Canned R Fun.
Canned R Fun. I can't even click on their profile.
You're going to have to go to search or something
I'm
like
not
that.
searching Canned R Fun. I'll do it on my fucking phone. I'm not doing it on there.
Canned R Fun.
Canned
If
R
they
Fun.
have, like, I guarantee you they have more than, I mean, everyone's got more than everyone in Milwaukee besides Charlie Barons, but Canned R Fun, my bet, 1.2.
Holy shit. 1.2?
Yeah.
1.2 million?
It's in the millions?
No.
No,
Yeah,
1,000.
55.9K.
See? Never.
89 videos, and they're all 9 hours and 30 minutes of pure black screen. 20 hours and 30 minutes of pure black screen in HD. That's what it says. In HD. Dude. And it's like hour marks. So it's like 14 hours, 30 minutes, 15 hours, 30 minutes, 16 hours, 30 minutes.
This is he has to be making some money from this stuff.
I don't know. I mean, it's not a whole lot of work. This one, okay, this 9 hours and 30 minutes of pure black screen in 720p. That's so funny that it has one of them. It has 9 hours and 30 minutes of pure black screen in HD, and then this one's a 720p. The 720p was posted 9 days ago, and everything else was posted 3 years ago.
Do you think if this was 720, you could tell if it was HD then?
Absolutely not. But before this, he did a lot of marble runs.
What are marble runs?
Like, you know, like the marbles, like remember when you were a kid and they had like marble tubes and you just put marbles down it?
Like the black tubing, you made roller coasters?
Yeah, like that. That's what they used to post. The ultimate dankest MLG adventure.
So this is like 13.
Illuminati confirmed 2015, proving the existence of Illuminati. It's a Dorito bag with Obama smoking a blunt with lightning in his eyes. And the rest of it's marble runs again. Oh, and Beyblades.
Beyblades.
Do
you ever do Beyblades?
I did not.
I think I had one or two, but I never really battled like the.
You never
like
had the arena.
Coliseum.
Yeah.
Never did that. You just put them on the counter and hope they don't fall off.
Oh yeah, no, I would. I've gone down the rabbit hole on Beyblades on TikTok. TikTok puts me in weird spots.
Really?
Yeah, I'll go. I went deep on Beyblades. I went deep on pimple popping videos. I went deep on. There's this guy that wears a Jason mask and he does ASMR. And I just like watching this guy in the Jason mask do it because he's like this like chunky Hispanic dude, but he's wearing a Jason mask and he's like rubbing things over a microphone. It looks like very like phallic, and it's like this guy like acting tough, but like just like jerking off a microphone.
Erotic.
Yeah, but he's like jerking off a microphone. It's like
interesting.
So I watched a lot of those. Oh, and watching people do crossword scratch offs. I've watched hours of that. Oh, and oysters, getting pearls out of oysters.
Yeah, those are interesting.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah, I got in the pimple popping one. My Instagram like For You thing was all zits for a while.
And you need to get rid of it because I have such a bad gag reflex where I'll like legitimately throw up.
Gag. It's frustrating.
I'll gag. Ugh.
Where in my head, like, I'll see one where like I've had a pimple like that before. I'm like, I know exactly how to pop it, and then they don't pop it, or the ones where they're trying to pull a hair out, and it's like they're just like pulling. They keep missing it and missing it. I'm like, maybe if you wipe the pus off of it, it wouldn't be so fucking slippery. Like this could be a 2-second video, but instead you're just like.
That's how they get the views though. Retention.
I know, and
Retention.
I sit through it because I'm like, I can't. It's one that you can't fast forward through. I'm like, fuck. Yeah, I haven't gotten into any other weird. I got TikTok started showing me like paranormal stuff recently.
Get the fuck out of here with that.
Really?
Get the fuck out of here with that.
There's a video we were talking about this weekend that I would show it to you, but I refuse to have it on my phone.
Is that spooky?
The only reason
Let me preface this.
Yeah.
When I watch scary movies, I look right above the TV the entire movie. 2 hours, I look right above the TV. Just so my friends don't think I'm a pussy. And so I just pretend to watch. I just go like this because then I don't see anything. That's how much I fucking hate scary movies, paranormal shit. I can't do it.
I will laugh at parts right before I know it's going to be scary just to, like, dull it.
Yeah. Oh.
But these two girls at the bonfire, like, yeah, they're gonna. I don't know how they start talking about paranormal stuff. I like come in from playing with my buddy's 2-year-old. Like, yeah, there's this like ghost in my friend's apartment.
And they showed you this video?
Yeah, I'm like, it's not their friend. Like, they know of one girl knew of the girl, and then the other girl's like, I know them, or I know a girl who is friends with them, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And apparently, you know that ring game where it's on a string and you toss it, tries to like be on the hook.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with the ring. Don't worry.
Okay.
That was my house. Like, if this thing just starts moving, I'd be like, that'd be kind of cool. I'd also be like, there's some fishing line somewhere. But they're playing it. And I tried to debunk it, and I kind of can, kind of can't. But they're pre-gaming. They're playing this game, and she takes a video, and she pans over, and she misses, and then they post it, and they go out. And they woke up the next morning with, like, who the fuck is in your apartment? Because when they pan over, like, imagine they, like, pan here, and you just see, like, a person walk into their room. Like, no feet, nightgown, short black hair, just into their room. And I'm like, and my buddies are like, they're like scrolling side to side, like, she just appears out of the fucking wall. Now, I was like, okay, this could easily be faked. And they're like, no, she moved out. Like, they both moved out of the apartment right away.
Right after that?
Yeah, they showed, apparently, according to them, they showed their landlord immediately, and they're like, we're leaving now. Okay, I was like, all right, that's true, and they actually left, and their lease wasn't up, so it wasn't convenient timing.
Yeah, and they'd probably pay out a certain amount, like a month and a half.
More believable. Now, how many girls do you know pregame with just 2 of them playing the ring toss game?
Not many. Usually it's like 75 girls.
Usually it's like at least 4. At least 4. Music's playing loud. No music was playing.
Lizzo playing hard.
Like, there was barely anything. There was no, like, artsy decor, nothing. I was like,
if there wasn't pastels, it's not real.
I was like, yeah, it's the only thing that I bought it. Like, I would be like, I'd buy into this if they're like, hey, it's halfway through our lease.
Yeah.
Or 3/4 way through our lease, and this happened, and we're out, and they actually moved out. I'm like, all right, that's believable. That's a little believable because, like, no one's just gonna go pay that, especially in college.
But pre-games are so ridiculous. Like, they make T-shirts.
But I sent it to my girlfriend. I was like, there's no way I want this on my phone. So my buddy sent it to her. I was like, it's still a little creepy.
Yeah. What'd she say? What'd your girl say?
She's like, I'm deleting it off my phone right
now. So spooky.
Like,
you don't want to invite that
Dahmer that night too, or a horror movie, and she's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, you do not want to invite that into your house. Like, you just want to ignore that something's happening until it actually happens. Then you can't ignore it. But I just pretend that there's no such thing as demons, and I fully believe that there probably are.
People think ghosts or whatever is like people that just haven't crossed over into either heaven or hell, like purgatory kind of thing. So that if you're a ghost, you're just kind of like up for grabs.
Some people hang out, but some people are mean.
Yeah. If you were a ghost, would you haunt people?
I think I'd pull fun pranks.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'd be like, oh, this isn't where you thought your underwear was. Like, I take all their underwear out of their underwear drawer and put it somewhere else.
Would you go back and, like, haunt bullies, though? Like, just scare the shit out of them?
I was a bully.
Well, let's say you die. Let's get morbid for a second. You die, all right? You have, like, 2 daughters.
Yeah.
Okay? And you're a ghost, you're allowed to watch whatever they're doing, and they get bullied at school, would you not go to that kid's house and just scare the living shit out of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would.
I would do one of those things where, like, you pull on their leg, and they look back, and there's nothing. They turn back, and you're right there.
Yeah. No, I think I would do that kind of stuff, but I know I'm gonna die sooner than the rest of my loved ones. Again? Yeah, I mean. Might as well. You're sitting down. They're here. I don't think I know I'm gonna die early, but I feel like by the time I die, my kids are gonna be adult enough where I don't have to worry about them. You know what I mean? So I don't think I'm gonna haunt in that way. I feel like most ghosts are from a long time ago. I don't think there's any recent ghosts hanging around. I think a lot of the crazy shit that happened.
Ghosts always colonial.
They're always colonial. They are always colonial. That's so fucking true because of the witch trials. I bet it's from the witch trials.
So they were actually witches.
No, it's just the people who were like, dude, I wasn't a witch, and they all saw it, but they only found out after I died because they'd be like, hey, let's try rocks to her feet, and if she drowns, she's not a witch.
What if like hell is real, and the people that accused people of being witches and got them killed when they died, they became actual ghosts and witches? Like, this is your punishment. You can't get in anywhere.
You're just being a fucking creep.
Mm-hmm.
Then they would be haunting everyone. Like that would be probably those are the worst type of people to have haunt because it's just like
that's why ghosts are scary.
Witch hunters are. This isn't meant to be political. Witch hunters are cancel culture people. If
Like
we look
modern day witch hunters?
Yeah. Like the people that
back
like
then, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
like modern day now.
Yeah.
It's like there's a witch.
Anything you don't like, and you're like, oh no, tattletale.
Yeah. That's what it is. It's like, oh, she knows math. Like, fuck. Oh no.
Boogly boogly wooglies.
Yeah. Oh no, she's like great at baking pies. Like that's bad.
This tastes good.
Yeah. Nothing I've ever had has tasted this good.
What the fuck
She's
is
like,
a blueberry?
I just put sugar in it. See, I just loaded up sugar.
I found sugar, yeah. Yeah. Ghost, the paranormal scares me. Like a traditional horror film doesn't do a whole lot for me.
No, like
But
I could
anything
watch
based off biblical or paranormal, like real life kind of.
It's more grounded in reality as opposed to like Freddy Krueger
Exactly.
or Jason, where it's like a zombie man's coming and killing people, but he's also kind of ghostly. But if it's something that's like the Paranormal Activity movies, those things scared the shit out of me for a while.
Or like what is it? It's typical Halloween. Is it just Halloween or I don't know what it is.
Halloween is the one with Jamie Lee Curtis, which is why I'm not afraid because she was in Freaky Friday.
Yeah, but the ones where like you don't even see anyone get murdered, where it just like the killer goes in and then it cuts to like a wide shot of the house and you hear like,
oh yeah, those aren't scary.
This isn't scary.
Yeah,
monsters, nothing. It's the rooted in real life ones
it's
that
like,
are.
oh, she's possessed. Like that type of shit is scary. When you see Jamie Lee Curtis running down a hallway with a crossbow and saying, "I'm gonna get you, you bastard," like you're just like, "Hey, Jamie,"
Like, okay.
like you know what I mean? Like there's nothing serious about that. But when you're like watching like some creepy girl like kind of float because she's possessed and like murder her whole family,
Children.
yeah, haunted children are scary as hell. Do you see Halloween Town 2? Not Halloween Town. Hocus Pocus 2. Did you watch that yet?
I don't think I've seen Hocus Pocus 1.
If you didn't watch Hocus Pocus 1 when you were a kid, you're not going to appreciate Hocus Pocus 2. I'm not a big fan of Hocus Pocus 1. My girl is, so we're going to watch Hocus Pocus 2, I think, in a little bit. Because it
They
just
were
came
talking
out.
about that at the bonfire this past weekend, too. I was like, I love Christmas is my thing with
Christmas is the
like
best.
where I buy into the movies and all that.
What are the
love
best Christmas movies?
You want me to rank like,
Top 5.
top 5? Number 1, Santa Claus, Tim Allen.
Hell yes. I'm all in on that. Number 2, Santa Claus 2, Tim Allen.
It might be, yes.
Santa Claus 3 does not make the cut.
No, does not make the top 5.
Does not make the cut.
1 and 2 are in the top 5 for sure. Honestly, I watched that in July as a kid growing up. My parents were like, "You've seen it so many times. I'll watch it every year." It outbeats every other Christmas movie. I don't care. Christmas Story, Elf, Home Alone, whatever.
100%. Home Alone, trash Christmas movie. Get it out of here.
It's
not a Christmas movie, though. It's a shenanigan movie.
It is. I still like the movie.
But it's not a Christmas movie.
No, but it always plays on Christmas, so I associate it with Christmas.
I guess. I would go Santa Claus 1, Santa Claus 2, Elf. And then 4 and 5, up to interpretation.
Okay. Here's Santa Claus 1, Santa Claus 2. I'm glad we're there. Like, give me that's elves with attitude. Are you fucking kidding me? If you didn't want to be an elf with attitude,
So sick.
holy shit.
Yeah.
The elves.
They're just like kicking it.
Attitude. And they like stuff a donut in his face. They
Like
wrap
duct
with
tape.
lights.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That was like, to me, that was the first like those were the first superheroes. I was like, I want to be. I don't want to be that. Fuck the Avengers.
They're like flying in jet. They have like jet feet. They're like little like bell like elf.
You're a kid. You get to fly. You're hanging out with Santa Claus.
You're drinking
Fuck
delicious
the
hot
Avengers.
cocoa.
I want to be an elf with attitude.
Yes.
So 1 and 2, Santa Claus. My 3, 4, and 5 are up for debate. Nostalgia wise, Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, that's what
Arnold
Arnold
Schwarzenegger
Schwarzenegger with that superhero.
because
figure.
I wanted to be whatever.
The superhero figure
Yeah,
thing was absolutely. I'm in on that one.
I wanted to be Turbo Man.
Turbo
was
Man.
cool, yeah. That was when like you wanted toys, and I was like, oh my god, a Turbo Man toy would be cool.
So sick. Yeah.
I miss like presents. You want him to be like toys. Like I want Hot Wheels. I wanted like a go-kart. I want.
Yep.
Now it's like, can you please give me like a sweater?
Yeah,
and
I'd love
knives?
wool socks right now.
Yeah, can you like?
Yeah.
I need new underwear, or like the last couple of years, it's been like kitchen supplies because I was moving out, which
It's
is great.
sad.
And that's how you know you're getting adults. Like
It's
you
sad,
genuinely
though.
enjoy it, but it is sad. Yeah.
Nothing's better than the magic of Christmas when you wake up and you're like, this is exactly what I wanted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is just what I wanted.
Yeah.
You're like, thank you, Santa.
I love the surprise. Like even
Yes.
when my parents still get me gifts, or do your parents still get you gifts for Christmas?
Yeah, but my mom is like, hey, dude, what do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell my my mom was like, give us like a list or whatever, and like get you a few things. I'm like, okay, here's a few things. Like one thing I definitely want, and it's nice, but it's like in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm just getting that for Christmas.
Dude.
I tell them like, give me like surprise me,
Yeah.
like just give me
But
something.
you can't let parents surprise you these days because their surprises don't work anymore.
Yes and
when
no.
you're
My
a
mom's
kid-
actually not bad. My mom
Oh.
like pays attention. I had to tell her stop buying board games though.
Yeah.
Even as a kid, I'm like, Mom, we have a stack of them in the corner.
I just want my mom to stop.
Play 'em.
My mom, God bless her heart, she's like the biggest sweetheart ever. She bought me an Apple Watch, but I have such bad ADHD that I can't actually use the Apple Watch because every time it goes off, I like panic.
Yeah.
So I was like, Mom, if you're like gonna surprise me, just like get like fun, like side things.
Yeah.
Don't spend a lot of money on one thing. Just like go crazy on something else. I was like, I'd rather you like not spend a bunch of money on something that I don't.
Put all your eggs in one basket.
Yes, because I don't know if I'm gonna like it, and I appreciate this so much, like you're a sweetheart, but I'm also like I cannot wear it more than 30 minutes because I literally, this was me all class. I like failed 3 classes in college because I was just looking at my wrist the whole time.
I am addicted to it now.
I can't do it.
If I don't have it on my wrist, I feel naked. It's a relief when I take it off at night and charge it, and I'm like, all right, this feels good, and it is nice when I just completely forget about it.
Yeah.
But it's at the point now where I think my wrist has like formed to the shape.
Really?
Yeah, if I take it off, you'll see like
That's like a.
you see it's
Yeah.
like that's
Jesus
every day.
Christ.
Well,
you look branded.
but it's I wear it for fitness stuff. Like
It's a fitness. It's a fitness.
It helped me
for
get
sure.
back into shape for sure, and it's way easier than wearing like a heart rate monitor that goes around your chest.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm addicted to this thing now. Like people say it all the time. You'll see TikToks or memes like, "Oh, I worked out, but I didn't have my Apple Watch. Doesn't count."
Yeah, because you can't track your calories.
Yeah,
All that kind of stuff.
It's in my head now, or if I don't get to my goal,
Yeah.
I'm like,
If you don't
oh,
close your rings.
I feel gross.
My girl
Mentally.
loves closing her rings. If she didn't close her rings for like walking, we have to go on a walk every time.
What's crazy is I have my calories set to 700. I think most people would love to burn 700 calories a day
Absolutely.
if they could. If I hit 700 and only 700, I am upset. I mean, well, because I want to
Really?
work
You
out
work
for a
out.
living, but if I'm not hitting 1,000,
Did
I'm
anyone
like,
else? I work out for a living.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude. No, this is where the beef start. I'm putting the sunglasses back on. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, because I work out for a living. You know.
Let's rephrase it. I make other people work out for a living,
The glasses back off.
and now all I mainly do is manage this fucking gym, which is disgusting.
Well, can you work out while you manage it?
Yes and no. If I didn't have 19 different like forms to fill out for someone to join the gym, I got it there 2 hours early today just to fill out basic paperwork.
You can't do that. Don't go early.
It was so I could record. I did early so I could edit my other podcast.
Well, then you're dedicated to the game.
Yeah. It's not for them. It is for me.
It's
so
for you. It's a
I can
selfish
do
endeavor.
my shit on their
Absolutely.
time.
Absolutely. Okay, so 1, 2, jingle all the way.
Oh yeah. 1, 2, jingle all the way. Elf is gonna be in there. It
Elf is
has
so
to be. It's a good movie. These sirens. Thank God I don't have the other microphones right now. You could hear them. I don't like. People are gonna hate me for this one. I don't like Christmas Vacation.
I don't like Christmas Vacation. I don't like Christmas Story.
Nope. Christmas Vacation, it's not a bad movie, but it doesn't do anything for me. I almost want to tell you Home Alone would be my 5th.
You can tell me that. I'll disagree with you, but you can tell me that.
I'm trying to think of other ones I really enjoy, though, Christmas-wise. Because, to be honest, the only ones that matter to me are Santa Claus 1 and 2. And then if it's nearing the end of the season and I've watched 1 and 2 already, like, you know what? I'll round it out with 3rd, but I'll fast forward through some of the parts.
Isn't that good. Jack Frost, bad character.
I hated it.
And they brought in all the other, like holiday people in, which in the second one they did a little bit, but they were just like side pieces. Yeah. And then the third movie, they're like, we're going to bring everyone into it.
Santa Claus 1 and 2 are the only things that matter for Christmas. Jingle All the Way, but now when I watch Jingle All the Way, like, it's a nostalgia thing, but the movie itself is dog shit. It's dog shit.
Elf, I think Elf realistically should be above Jingle All the Way.
In terms of
movie
story quality, in
yes.
terms of everything, yes, it is above Jingle All the Way. But in something in my head where I'm like, what I like about Christmas is it's a month long for the most part.
Sometimes even longer than that. Because once Thanksgiving's over, Christmas starts. It's literally Black Friday. Yeah. And I love Black Friday. I don't go shopping. What I do is I go out. Usually it's like me and my girl. Sometimes it's like, I mean, in high school, I go with all my like friends. I used to work at Toys R Us too, so I used to work Black Friday at Toys R Us.
And
that shit was
back when Black Friday was probably Black Friday too.
Yeah.
Not like, hey, we're gonna open at noon on Thursday.
Yeah, not slightly after Thanksgiving dinner. That's not what it is. Yeah, no, so I would remember like vividly being like a 15-and-a-half-year-old kid arguing with grown men over Legos and just being like, dude, like I'm a kid. Stop being a dick.
I'm making $7.50 right now.
No, I didn't. No, I made $7 to start, and I made $7.17. That was my 1 year raise. I worked at Toys R Us for 2 years, and ever since I left, they went downhill. Now you're a fucking kiosk at Macy's Toys R Us. That's what you get for treating your employees like shit. I wanted to be fucking Jeffrey the Giraffe. I couldn't because I was too fucking tall. Jeffrey had tits. All right. Jeffrey had tits. There was a chick playing Jeffrey. I was pissed. That's why you guys failed, all right? You didn't keep your employees happy. You didn't win for Babies R Us. What a dumb idea that was, Pam, HR Pam.
I think you got the wrong giraffe costume if you couldn't be a giraffe because you were too tall.
That's what I'm saying. It's fucking ridiculous. Jeffrey had the biggest boobs I've ever seen in my entire life. She was this big old lady. She had big tits. And, like, not great, but they were like, you could – where Jeffrey's neck started – to where Jeffrey's crotch was. Tits were at crotch. It looked like Jeffrey had two big old balls.
Oh, they were saggy titties.
No, it was just she was short and the neck was long.
Oh, shit.
That's like the costume was short. The neck was long.
Oh, so no one was in the neck.
No one's in the neck because the neck's a giraffe neck.
I guess. I don't know, man. Thank God you don't work at Toys R Us anymore.
Okay, fun story, though. I used to work at Toys R Us. Said it a bunch of times already. But what I did was they would have the displays and like a bunch of like a Lego deal. So I literally had boxes and boxes of Legos in my like parents' place through college. And when I was moving to Florida, I was like, I have to sell a bunch of my shit. And it's like, I don't need these Legos. I sold all those Legos. I made like fucking $3 to $4 grand off of Legos.
Dude, if you have like vintage any of that stuff now,
Gary V, dude.
When my mom's like sister passed away, she had all these Barbies from growing up, all in the like collect them, all these Star Trek, Star Wars figurines, boxes in my mom's house now. I started looking them up. There was one I was like, she's like, if any of this is worth anything, let me know. I'm like, oh, this one's like $150 for a Barbie. This one's like $6. This one's like $250. I Googled one. I'm like, Mom, this one's worth $4 grand.
That's insane.
$4 grand.
What was it?
I don't know. It's still just sitting there.
Was it a Barbie? Or was it Star Wars?
It's a Barbie. And then there's one thing because she was my godmother, so I've saved some of it, but it's the original movies, original figurines, and the thing. And I was like, each one of these is $500. I was like, this is insane. I was like, right here, there could be upwards of 10 grand in shit. Just
absolutely, yeah.
And that's like lower level stuff, which is insane. Bros go, oh, Christmas? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, now I guess. Yeah.
We can talk about collectibles. Do you collect Pokemon cards?
No.
I did Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh.
I did Yu-Gi-Oh for a while. I had the Egyptian God cards. That was pretty sick.
Yeah, those are fun.
Tried to sell those, but I have literally cases and cases of sports cards.
I had sports cards too.
They're not my sports cards. They're like my dad's sports cards from when he was a kid. So they're like old school as shit. And I like you try to search them, and there's like some that are like worth $50, but it's like I have to go get these minted.
Yeah. That's the
doing
other
that.
thing too. Is like you need to put them in cases. You need to go get them graded. Like,
Yeah.
it's worth $100 if it's mint condition. Like, was it PSA is the
Yeah,
grading system?
PSA 10. It's like anything over 8 is like really good. And my dad took really good care of all of his shit, so like everything's like great condition.
Yeah.
I'm not sending the shit in to get minted. You know, because here's the thing, it's like an investment because you have to spend the money to get it minted to try to resell them. I have to Google every single one to be like, okay, if I mint this, is it worth more than a quarter?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I go get this graded, is it worth more than a quarter? And there's like, I'm shitting out probably 30,000 sports cars.
Yeah, that's too much.
It's like I just want to sell them as a lot.
That's what we were thinking too. Is like, do we just call a collector and be like, hey, can you give us an estimate?
Yeah.
And then we end up like, we sell it to you for 90%, so you could try and make money on it or something like that. Just to save us the hassle of me individually taking pictures, putting each one of them on eBay,
Yeah.
and trying to get the right price for them.
It's a pain in the ass.
That's what people
It's a
say.
lot of
Like,
work.
what I don't think people understand or like, oh my god, this is worth $50. Like, no, that's the highest it's ever gone for.
Right. It's
So
always
like
gonna
that's
hit
when you're
under.
like, oh, it's worth 50. This is, you're not gonna get 50. Like that one person was lucky to get 50.
Absolutely.
And then someone like one day the market will go up and it'll be worth 100, but that's because one person got 100, and then everyone will get 50. Like
Yeah.
So once it's 100, you need to be happy with 50. It's
Yeah, exactly. I found 13 copies of this one like Packer draft bust. He was like a lineman, and like I could tell my dad thought he was gonna be really good because he had so many rookie cards of this guy. And I was like, one of my buddies, he's a big sports guy. He's like all in on sports memorabilia. I was like, hey, but what do you think I get for this one? And he goes, probably lose money. I was like, really? He goes, yeah, this is like the most notorious Packers bust in the history of all time.
which you think would then be almost like worth it then if it's notorious.
Yeah, but I think like no one's.
They made too many.
I don't know if they made too many, but no one's like, oh, this is a good one. You know what I mean? People don't want like not LeBron James. People want
Fair.
LeBron James.
But I've watched my fair. I got into the people opening Pokemon cards thing for a
Yeah.
bit, and they were like, oh my god, this is the mess up pack.
The
where it's
mess
like
ups are good because they're like misprints.
misprints, yeah.
Where it's like there's only one or two of them ever.
So then why doesn't that translate?
Because it wasn't
into,
a misprint. It was just there were 17 rookie cards of this guy. My dad had.
Okay, so because then it's printed too much. If
You know
there
what I
was
mean?
like,
Yeah.
oh, we think he's going to be the next LeBron James, let's print 4 of these because it's going to be worth a ton.
Exactly.
And then he was a misprint LeBron James. So there's 4 of the worst player ever.
Yeah.
Then I think it would be worth something.
Probably.
Supply and demand, you know.
Mm-hmm. We're just talking about business. We're just fucking Gary V. Where are you, dude?
Yeah, if you're, I think we just made someone a few $100 tonight. Probably not.
No, I think you might have lost money. I mean, I don't think I have any good business acumen to tell anyone what to do.
No, me
I couldn't
either.
I couldn't
Me
do
either.
anything because I mean I sold all the Legos and I made a lot of money off that. But I literally just took a picture of everything, posted it, and people were just like flocking.
Like, I'll take that one out. That is
Yeah.
that's another good way to do it. If you're like, hey, here's one big picture. Everyone is individually for sale, so
Yeah.
like, let me know which one you want, and then I can
Yeah.
like just start knocking them off.
Mm-hmm. And what I did is I took like 10% off the top of everyone if they bought it all in a lump sum, and so that's what most people did.
Really?
They were like, I'll take all of these Star Wars ones. I'll take all of these Batman ones. I'll take all of these. I think it was Spider-Man or something.
Now, are Legos something you always open?
Not all of those, because a
Really?
lot of those I kept them in their original boxes. Because I used to always do it and like build them and stuff. But when I was getting them for free, it was like I don't care about this one. I don't want this one.
So you actually like just didn't build them?
Not all of them. I mean, there were some, but when I did open them, I kept all the boxes. And this is gonna sound really fucking Asperger.
That's rare for a kid to do. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna save it, build it, take it apart, put it back.
Yeah, this is gonna sound really Asperger of me. I try to memorize the instructions, so I would try to build them without instructions.
Ever work?
I got real close on like a few of them, but I never did it on. I did it on a couple small ones, and I did okay. But with the big ones, I never got it.
There are a few small ones. You ever like go through Target or wherever you look at one and be like, because I have a bucket of Legos at my mom's. Like all Legos we ever built are now just in one
bucket,
one
Yeah,
box.
yeah.
And
You can sometimes sell that for more. You can probably sell it for like 7 cents a piece.
and so I would go through the aisles and be like, you know what? That like that tiny one that's like the size of this beer can. Like, oh, I could easily make that. Like I have all the pieces. I might not have the one guy. I might not have Jack Sparrow.
But
as
those
like,
are the most expensive parts of the set.
Yeah. But I was like, I could build all this and then just put, you know, a guy with blue pants, a firefighter shirt, and a space helmet next to it. But
And it'll be good.
Yeah,
He's Jack Sparrow in this one.
Yeah, he's just
no
Jack Sparrow. Save myself $15. But
you want Jack Sparrow.
I also I want. That's why you're buying it. You're buying
You
it
want
for
Johnny Depp.
Do you want Johnny Depp now?
I love Johnny Depp.
I love Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp is so good. If I rewatched all of the Pirates of the Caribbean, I watched that, and then I watched when he was in Harry Potter, and then I forget what other movie
He was in
watched.
Harry Potter?
Not Harry Potter. He was in Fantastic Beasts. He was the bad guy in that. And then you watch any of his other movies, and all of the characters are like the only characters that he's done that I think are like very much the same are when he did Lone Ranger.
Okay.
And when he did Pirates of the Caribbean, because he's like kind of a goofy guy still.
Yeah.
Armie Hammer was in Lone Ranger. The guy that ate people. The guy that got canceled.
People, yeah.
No, he's like selling real estate in like the islands somewhere. But Johnny Depp. Oh, and Willy Wonka. You watch Johnny Depp and Willy Wonka
so
versus
creepy.
Pirates of the Caribbean. You look at it like this is like a completely different person. It's absolutely insane.
I thought about that. I watched it with my girlfriend the other day, or like in the summer. I was like, holy fuck! Like this is Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Which Charlie are you? Which one is which?
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is Johnny Depp, which is
Okay.
obviously because he's the main character, so that's why they made it that.
Do you like that one better than the Gene Wilder one?
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Just because the new
Gene Wilder
optics.
is more like, oh, I'm a fun guy that owns a candy shop.
He's singing songs like being like cool, sweet, but like Johnny Depp
is I'm the creepy guy that owns a candy. I own a candy shop for the wrong reasons. Gene Wilder owns a candy shop for the right reasons.
Yes, for sure. No, I love the guy when in the Willy Wonka movie, the kid that just like keeps like talking shit to him, and he just like always turns to me and goes, "You really should stop mumbling when you talk to me. I can't understand a thing you're saying." And he's like talking such mad shit, but he's just like being so petty. He's like, "You should really stop mumbling." That's like such a good
dark
insult.
version, but I love it. I love it.
It's real good.
I think the whole movie's like great.
Speaking of dark versions, what do you think about the new Little Mermaid?
Oh,
I think she's hot as shit.
I honestly have only seen a promo picture of it from Facebook posts of like someone reposting it and being like, I can't believe you have a problem with this, but it's like a woke person be like, I can't believe you have a problem with this, but the post they're reposting is like fucking Trailer Park Jerry being like, I can't believe she's black. I'm like, okay, I didn't know this was even. I didn't even know it was in production.
No,
I don't care.
do you know her name's like Halle Berry?
Honestly, I thought it said Halle Berry. I
was so fucking confused for a while because like, there's no way this is Halle Berry. Like,
I thought
maybe she, like,
so I'm
ages
glad
up.
you said that because I thought Halle Berry was voicing the new Little Mermaid.
I thought so too. I was like, maybe she ages up like the new Game of Thrones series. Like halfway through the movie, she gets older. No, it's just Halle Berry. That's her fucking name.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's too close to Halle Berry.
It's like Michael B. Jordan though.
Yeah, well, he's not Michael A. Jordan.
Yeah.
That was the most dad joke I could have given you on this episode.
That's why I was so pissed. Not Michael A. Jordan. He's the second one, obviously. But
he's probably the second most famous Michael Jordan.
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Do you know any other Michael Jordans?
No, I know Michael Jordan and Michael B. Jordan. Yeah. That's all I know.
That's the only reason he's known as Michael B. Jordan
is because Michael A. Jordan.
Yeah, Michael.
Had his flu
what
game.
is his middle name?
I don't know. Let's look. I'll look it up. That was such a good joke, though. That was so good.
But Halle Berry, I genuinely don't care about any of that.
No, I don't care at all. But I was like watching stuff. I was like, why is everyone mad about this? Like, she's like from the Caribbean. Like the
everyone's like,
mermaid.
it's not the original story. I'm like, do you know the original story was made up? Like, do you know it's
fucking idiot?
Do you know it's not real? Like, it is a cartoon mermaid
Who?
with talking crabs.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
MJJ?
Yeah.
Or is it Jeffrey with a G?
J. MJJ.
MJJ. If you were a Jeffrey, you want to be with a G or a J? I'd want to be with a G.
Oh no! You don't want to be a G off. That's how they spell it. Jeffrey the Giraffe was a G off.
I'd want to be with a G, because I don't want anyone to call me Jeff. Jeffy?
Jeffy. Who's Jeffy? Oh, The Ringer. Johnny Knoxville. Remember that movie where he pretends to where he fixes the Special Olympics?
Oh my God, we tried watching that movie the other day, and my buddy's girlfriend came in. She's like, "What are you watching?" He goes, "You won't like it."
Get out. Yeah.
We
There's
need
no way.
we need a good comedy movie like that. So they're not gonna happen.
It's
But
not
we
gonna
need
happen.
one to just push the buttons.
No. Did you see the new? I think Gillian Keeves is coming out. The new season.
They're selling a sketch special right now.
Yeah, that's the new season.
Yeah. I have honestly, I think I've accidentally come across their shit like twice,
It's so good.
but I don't like search it out.
Have you ever watched Tires?
The movie Tires?
No, it's not tire. No, it's Rubber. Do you remember Rubber?
Rubber? Yeah, where it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a tire
Just
killing tire. Yeah.
people, yeah. But no, Tires. It's like an office themed show, like the same like kind of mockumentary. But Shane Gillis like works at a tire store, like a auto shop, like AutoZone.
I've seen like random clips of it. I've never actually watched
It's
it.
real good. And the Gillian Key. So that Tires was like a pilot. I think he made, and then he got canceled. So I don't think that's why. I think that's why it didn't go, because it was really fucking funny. And then with Gillian Keeves, all of his shit's hilarious. But this new one, I was watching him on Schultz's podcast, and he did one of he was
That's a brand new one, right? With Shane Gillis, is this brand new
Yeah,
Schultz
yeah.
one? Okay, yeah.
they showed like a never before seen episode of Gillian Keeves.
I'm gonna watch that tomorrow on the way to work.
Do it, and then it does the if Guy Fieri was a veteran with PTSD. And it's so
I already love that
fucking
concept.
funny.
I
It's so
already
good.
love that concept.
Can I pee quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel really bad. I feel weird like leaving though.
No, I can just talk. I can also. I'm not gonna cut anything. I don't think you understand. Like we're already like 52 minutes in.
Okay, we're getting there.
I don't know if anyone even is listening at this point.
That's so true. When you start getting past the couple minute mark, I mean, my legs are still out, like right there.
Here's the
They
thing:
like
we
a
got
view.
good clips. People just like fast forward to the clips that they see on TikTok. They listen to it. Although I will tell you this, the viewership has grown substantially.
Are you making money now off that? Because you're now you're a creator.
Yeah, technically I do make money off the talk of the tick, but it's not a lot.
Yeah, but you're
It's-
still.
The creator fund pays you $30 for every million views. So like I could log on. I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you what I made yesterday.
Okay,
from
let me go pee
TikTok.
while you're doing.
Yeah. I'll pull it up. Oh my God. I got work and someone. Oh, Ben. You know Ben Hoffman, right? Comedian? No, I do not know your friend Ben Hoffman. What was it? Oh, I was going to look up how much TikTok paid. Not a lot. I've made very few dollars from... You know what sucks is I'm going to have to report this on my taxes now. Oh, this is more than usual. All right. Damn, I had a good day on 9/29 and 9/30. Stuff was picking back up again. Well, this episode is brought to you by Santa Claus 1, 2, 3, and 4, the remake, which, oh my God, I would love. I know your answer, but you would want to be in the Santa Claus 4 movie, wouldn't you? I don't know. We should try and pitch it. No, what they are doing. This is gonna sound weird because they can't even hear you talking to me. I'm pretty sure I saw that they're making like a series to go on Disney Plus that has to do with Tim Allen and the Santa Claus. I think I saw some post that he's like back on set in all the gear, and they're gonna do a series for Christmas this year. And I got jacked. This was fun. We got a few minutes left. We got like 15 minutes left. Last time I made that noise, I got yelled at by a mother.
Can we talk about... This is ridiculous. I just thought about it.
Yep. I'm going to have you guess how much money I've made, though.
$137.17.
Honestly, that's a good guess. I've made $185.54.
I think I have beer in there with me. I'm just gonna grab one.
Do you want a colder one?
Do you think it's colder?
It definitely got to be colder. So, what do you think I made on October 1st?
$17.
No, I made 43 cents.
Okay.
You started going, I was like, oh my God, he's going to get it. No, I mean, the best it's done is like back when that video first went, like, and they started paying me, I was like, oh, $34 I made, and then 21, then 26. I was like, holy shit, if I make an extra 30 a day, that's a nice chunk.
Absolutely, 3 a day per month.
And then it started going to like, you made 9 cents. I was like, beer's in like the middle. There's.
You want one?
I just opened a warm Bud Light, so I'm gonna finish that. The Spotted Cow's definitely cold if you wanted to spot it. But what were we gonna talk about?
Can we talk about how they fucking decided to make Kurt Russell Santa Claus for a little bit? Do you remember that? Did you watch that on Netflix? What a dumb movie that was.
What was
Keep
it?
that guy at Miracle and leave it.
Wasn't that? What was he like getting out of jail and shit?
Yeah, he was like a bum Santa.
Yeah.
He was like a bad dad Santa. And all of his kids left. I don't know. I don't actually know for sure. I just remember seeing Kurt Russell as Santa and being like, not
That's how
watching
we know
that.
We have our Santa Claus. Like people are like, that's my Batman. That's
Yeah,
my Santa.
yeah.
Is Tim Allen.
Tim Allen is my Santa Claus.
Because every like
And
Billy Bob, whatever.
First, second, third, fourth, Christmas movie. First, Santa Claus 1. 2,
Yeah.
Santa Claus 2. 3, Christmas with the Cranks. 4, Elf.
Okay.
Christmas with the Cranks is so good.
I don't know if I've seen it.
Tim Allen.
Jamie
Lee Curtis. Halloween. So good. It's so fucking funny. I've never seen someone laugh harder at a movie than watching my grandma on Christmas watch Christmas with the Cranks. She's legitimately crying because Jamie Lee Curtis hits her head on a tanning bed because she's getting tan because they're like skipping Christmas. And she's like, Jamie Lee Curtis has knockers, or she did in the movie. And so she's just got her big old Jamie Lee Curtis tits out, and she hits her head on a tanning bed, and she's bleeding. And the priest of the local town comes to the mall and sees her. And so Jamie Lee Curtis is like trying to cover up her boobs and trying to stop the bleeding. And the priest is just looking at her boobs the whole time. And nothing's so funny than seeing my fucking 70-year-old grandmother lose her shit at that.
I love watching older people have emotions.
Yes.
But like happy emotions. Like,
Happy emotions. Because old people are so grumpy.
If they cry, you're
Yeah.
like, this is really sad.
Yeah. I call my grandpa.
Seeing my parents laugh.
Yeah.
Like, shit, that happens still?
My mom isn't a nonstop laugher, but my grandparents, like I call my grandpa and my grandma, I'm like, how are you doing? They're like, no, I'm not doing anything. It's like, what did you do this week? I played bridge. It's like,
Fun.
oh, fuck. I have to look forward to that.
Yeah, I don't want to.
But I think that's the time we're in. I think.
No, because I can. Well, it depends on who you're raised by. Because my roommate, for fun, him and his girlfriend take walks. Just let me finish. I know if your girlfriend needs to close her rings, you guys will go for a walk.
No, you keep going, but I absolutely hate walks. We'll talk about it.
I was going to say, your girlfriend seems like, I've never met her, but knowing you, she's probably like, let's grab a glass of wine and go for a walk.
Nope.
They are, let's grab a bottle of water. We'll get a old Ziploc bag. We've definitely used this one before. It's used from the last walk. We're going to put some mixed nuts in it.
Oh, kill myself.
Yeah.
So
we're going to
fast.
put some mixed nuts in it. And then They just go for walks, and they're like, we're going to go hammock. It's Saturday. I was like,
No.
I would rather just go get day drunk
No,
right now.
absolutely.
I came out of my room once, and they're sitting here watching TV or watching YouTube, and they're like, I don't know if they were taking notes, but they're just like intently looking at it. And I shit you not. I come down this hallway, and I turn the corner, and I look, and in big, bold red letters, it just says, pegging play. And
These are the walkers?
Yeah, and I go, what the fuck? And they're like, oh, no, this is for the rules of cribbage. I was like, oh, my God.
No way.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
I thought you guys were cool for about 45 seconds there.
One, I was like, oh, well, you are as kinky as I thought you were.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's just like, no, we're trying to learn how to play cribbage.
Fuck that. No,
kidding me?
not doing board
For
games.
me, cribbage, you either learned it as a kid
And you like
or
it?
you never learn it.
Correct.
That's it.
Same with euchre.
Euchre, dominoes, cribbage.
Yeah.
Any other like pegs in holes, dice, domino,
Card when you're with your partner and there's like rules
gin
where you
rummy, all that shit.
can't.
Like
I like gin rummy. But I also didn't. I learned that as an adult. But I was in my
cards
fiance
are
where
easier to learn. But like
Yeah.
if you need like a board, you either knew it from like your grandparents make you learn it like
Yeah.
up at your cabin.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's cabin
If you're
life.
learning,
It's cabin
if
life
you're
shit.
willingly
You
trying
learn
to
those
teach
games because you have
yourself
money.
by yourself, cribbage at the age of 25, 26, get the fuck out of here.
You could be doing way cooler things at 26 than learning how to play cribbage. You
Yeah.
could. You could. No, I can't stand it. You did like a good job of like trying to like describe my fiance that she probably likes to go walking with a bottle of wine. She's loves to have a bottle of wine. She likes to have a glass of wine. And she does a really good job of putting up with my like fucking high energy alcohol consumption ass. But no, she just like is like a wholesome person where like she wants to go on a walk. She wants to enjoy the weather, and I can't stand it. She's like, we should go on a walk. And it's like, I don't want to go on a walk. Like going on a walk to me is the most pointless waste of time because you're literally walking in a circle just to end up where you are again.
That's the thing. I've been asked, like, you want to go for a walk? My girlfriend's asked me this. I'm like, to where?
That's the thing.
That's
Give me a
always, I'm like,
mission.
to where?
Give
Like,
me a mission.
Where are we going?
Yes. It's so ridiculous. Me going on a walk just around the block is the biggest waste of time. Fucking send me on a walk to the grocery store. It's 7 miles away. I will walk there and walk back.
If you're like, hey, you know what? I want to do a 2-mile walk. And you're like, you know what? At mile 1, we're going to stop. We're going to grab lunch. We'll grab some pizza. We'll have a beer. And then walk the mile back. I go, okay.
That sounds like a great walk.
Great. But if you're like, let's just go for a walk. I go, and we walk out of the apartment. I'm like, where are we going?
Yeah, what's
You're
the
like,
point of this?
Well, let's just walk. I go, but to where?
That's the thing. It's not worth it. You gotta point me in a direction.
And I'm usually a like, let's just fly by the seat of my pants kind of person.
Yeah.
Like, let's do whatever. But when it comes to walking, I'm like, give me a destination. Give me a fucking destination.
It sucks.
Give me, it better be a road trip.
That's why I got her a
road
dog.
trip. Yeah.
Because I don't have
Dogs
to go.
are like the kings and queens of just, let's just walk.
Yeah. She's
Let's
like,
smell
"I'm gonna walk."
whatever we walk next to. I'm glad we're on the same. I think I've realized. Well, I realized this before how big of a Tim Allen fan I am.
Okay.
Because
Top
my
top 5 Tim Allen movies. I can only name 3. Santa Claus 1, I can name 4. Santa Claus 1, Santa Claus 2, Santa Claus 3, Christmas with the Cranks. I don't know what 5 would be.
Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3.
Oh, shit. He was Woody. No, he wasn't Woody. He was Buzz Lightyear. Woody's Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, yeah. I'll let you figure that one out. Santa Claus and Toy Story, if you ask my parents, are probably my 2 favorite movies. And like you cried at the same point every time growing up. Sid shows up on the screen. You're like, why is he breaking the toys?
Yeah.
Toy Story, Santa Claus. Have you ever seen Last Man Standing, his TV show? It's like him. He's got a wife, 3 daughters. He runs the equivalent of Cabela's and is becoming like a social media star because he does his own vlogs.
It's like iCarly, but for middle-aged dudes.
It's a mindless show.
Yeah.
But I also like he's more I like that he's just confident in his views as well. I think a lot of people conform to Hollywood, more left wing
Yeah.
stuff.
Was he pretty
Just
right
'cause
wing on that one?
In real life he is.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah. So he's just like, I'm like, oh, good for you. Like,
That's probably why he
you
did Santa Claus.
You were what?
Probably why he did Santa Claus.
That's why he did Santa Claus.
Yeah, because right wing's like religious and shit. You know what I mean?
Have you seen the thing where they think Santa Claus is from mushrooms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rogan talks about it.
Yeah.
Every like 15th episode.
Yeah.
So
Santa Claus is just mushrooms.
Yeah, Santa Claus and mushrooms though.
I think the whole world is just drugs.
Honestly, it's not that far off though. Because imagine the only two things you could do back in the day were either put on a helmet and go kill people or trip on mushrooms.
Or eat plants.
Yeah. That's like the two things you could do back in the day. Guess what? You're going to form a religion based off those fucking plants you ate the Tuesday you didn't go kill people. You know what I mean?
I just had the grass that was grown outside the hut.
Yeah. That's
I
it.
saw God.
That's all you could do.
He had a red sack. No, I love all those. Another podcast time because I'm going to wrap it up here. But I would love to do, like, just conspiracy. Like, all that stuff intrigues me so much. Or aliens, Egypt, simulation shit. Like, we're not even real. I don't think anyone's, like, most things aren't.
Isn't that like the scariest thing to think? Is because when I like look at another person and I go, I think how I think.
Yeah,
and I think that they
no
think how
idea.
I think, but they definitely don't.
Exactly.
Because I might try to be like, oh, they're probably just thinking this, but I'm like, I don't think they're actually thinking.
Do you
this.
remember the first? I don't remember. I remember the feeling. I don't remember the specific day. The first time you realize other people do have same thoughts as you.
Like
You had. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, oh, I don't actually think the world is real, or like let's just do simulation thing.
Yeah.
Or the world's flat.
like someone else was like,
and
I
someone's
think
like,
it's
oh, I
simulation.
think like the world could just be flat. And you're like, holy shit, you think that too? I don't know what it was. Something clicked in my head. I remember being on a walk with my friends, a fucking walk back from like
walks are
Target because
bad news.
we used to buy Coke and Mentos all the time.
From Target. That's like an $87 purchase, dude.
I know.
Go to
Well, we'd ride
Walmart.
our bikes there
Go to
because we
Walmart.
had nothing else to do.
Yeah.
And
And that's why you were either going to Target or you were eating mushrooms in the field because you had nothing else to do.
exactly.
That's what was going to happen.
That was our thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And remember being like, holy shit, he thinks the same way I do. And then another thought was like, oh, it's the same thing. I was like, wow.
Which does that make you think that it's not a simulation, or that maybe people aren't as different as you think they are?
I think that my weird thought would be there's a finite number of souls on this planet,
Continue.
and we're just like, you die, you kind of recycle into another person.
Yeah. How do souls run out though? Because it's finite. How does one soul not go back into another person?
No, it would go into another person. Like,
But population growth is different. Population's growing and growing.
But then there's like,
But
that
animals are dying faster and faster. Extinction.
there's the NPC part of it where like there's just like fillers. Like, you ever play a video game?
A lot of times.
And when you play a video game, when you turn your character to the left, like, that scenery wasn't always there behind you.
It just
It's
got
there
generated
because
as you're
you
turning.
turned. So like in my head, like, I think the kitchen's behind me, but like
Yeah.
there could
I can
be nothing
promise you right now, there's a kitchen
behind
behind you.
behind me, but like that's me telling you to tell me there's a kitchen behind me.
You can look right there. There's a kitchen behind you.
Yeah, but now I'm creating that because I'm looking at a camera that would create a kitchen behind me.
Oh, fuck. I'm just drinking BLs and Miller Lights right now, dude. You can't be hitting me with some of this
But
stuff.
like
I'm
those
going to
are
have to drive
things
home to this.
I like thinking about. I'm like, this is. Do you want? You know what? I'm supposed to ask a question at the end of every episode. It's supposed to be, what is your meaning of life in less than 5 words?
I think we talked about it on the last one I did with Brandon.
Yeah. I just lost what I was going to ask. Oh, no, I know. The question will be for you is, do you want the answers?
I think not. I think right where I'm at right now, I think I've got it figured out enough for myself where I'm not going to fuck anything up. I'm not as worried as I used to be, or I'm more worried than I used to be in like different aspects. But I don't think I want to, because I think the answer is going to be soul crushing.
Yeah.
But in our last podcast where we talked and I said my whole thing was like everything in life sucks. That was literally my like meaning of life.
Yeah.
Which is like morbid, but when I talk about it, I spin it more positively.
Yeah.
But at the end of our life, I believe it's just over. And I'm okay thinking that.
That's okay.
And I would like to believe that, but I don't want to know that that's actually the case.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't want to know the answers because I think that's what makes this fun. I think that's what makes it worth living. I think maybe one or two answers out of the billion would be nice. Yeah. Like, oh, here's a cheat code for money.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I want to know the answers. I don't think when we die it's just done because I can't comprehend nothing.
Right, that's the thing. But I guarantee it is nothing. I guarantee there's nothing happening afterwards.
I don't think
my dog just died.
Clip. I don't think we understand what we think time is.
Right. I don't think we understand what the afterlife is either, because everyone pictures it like, oh, you get to see everyone again. I don't think it is. I don't think that's what it is. If there's any sort of consciousness after death,
that's what I'm saying. I don't think there is an afterlife. I think our construct of time is just so, like, what we are experiencing is like a sliver in the
Do you
grand
think
scheme of things.
What you're experiencing right now, or everything that makes up what you are right now, will experience another version of life after you die? Like reincarnation, kind of.
So you think I'm gonna like go back into someone and experience life again?
I think pieces of, because isn't there like something where it's like energy can't be like it can't go away,
can't be created nor destroyed.
So what I think is you die, you become something afterwards. You're not all the same pieces. All the different pieces go everywhere else. So like you are not going specifically to one thing, but parts of you are going everywhere else. And I think that's where deja vu comes from, because a part of you from a while ago had this. But again, you're not like what you would be after you die right now is not completely built up of what you are right now. It could be built up of you, me, some dirt, maybe a recycled Nintendo Switch. Like, you know what I mean? Like there could be just like, that's what I think it is.
Dude, there's so many possibilities. You should ask Brandon what his thing was on like the theory of us, or like I forgot the guy he was quoting, but he thinks we are becoming God kind of thing. I don't think he thinks that. Someone
mentioned that.
So like if you could, like, I'm going to butcher this, but if you could like dream or whatever, theoretically like you could control your dream. And then you could just keep controlling your dreams, and you would be whatever you want to be. And so like dragons, you're an athlete, you're a professional comedian, you're a professional chef. You've done everything. The only thing you can't dream is to have no control. So we are on the final stage of to become God, to be able to control everything and understand everything. The final stage that we're in is having no control. That one,
Brandon said that?
Yeah. I was like, wow, that came out of you. Well, it came out of someone else, but he repeated it pretty well, way better than I did.
Whoa. I don't know if I don't understand it because I'm incompetent or because neither of us knew exactly what Brandon was saying.
No. Well, I get it.
I'm going to have to ask him about it.
If you could keep controlling, if you can control what you were going to be,
like
think of life as a video game. It's just the ultimate video game. Like, what do you want your character to be today?
Yeah.
You're like, I want to kill dragons. I want to be the quarterback for the Packers. I want to run a Michelin star restaurant. I want to tell jokes at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Eventually, you will have done everything. That the only thing you can't do is the only thing you need to do is have no control. You have control. You've had control over everything. The only thing left to do is to have zero control, and that's what we are now.
We have no control right now?
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing.
So we've already done everything we could have ever done right now.
Their theory is like we've done everything. So the only thing left to do is to do everything or do something without control. Should we end it there?
That really took the wind out of my sails. Let me tell you.
We're done.
We're done.
I'm
Tim
getting
Allen's
lost.
number one.
Tim Allen. Santa Claus won.